Hey, what's going on, folks? Hey, about 2 weeks ago, I did a video that I haven't published yet, and it had to do with in regards to Sawyer filters and the fantastic work that they did for the people here in South and North Carolina, Tennessee, this whole area that was affected by Hurricane Helene. So I'm going to go ahead and put that video on right now, and then I'll come back to you and I'll explain how it all worked out for me.
Hey folks, what's up? Hey, about a week ago I just returned, from a trip to the Pinhoti Festival. And as I was leaving that day, Hurricane Helene had come through this area. Now when I was going down to Alabama, I kind of saw what the damage was, but I really didn't grasp the total destruction of this area and our neighbors, our area here in upper South Carolina, and our neighbors just a little bit north of us in North Carolina. Until I got back here. And so some of you know that I work part-time, very part-time. I'm semi-retired, but I work part-time in a store here in my area that deals with, it's a national chain that deals with people that buy all sorts of products for the livestock, for animals, for your yards, you name it. They sell everything. A lot of you people know where I work. So when I was in there, I'm a kind of an upfront guy there, and I was getting a lot of people coming in here buying into that store to buy supplies for the damage that's going on up in North Carolina and in our area. And believe it or not, the majority of the problems was their power was knocked out. And you may say, well, what does, what's that got to do with this video? Well, their power means that they have no water, and the water they get is probably unfiltered. So I reached out. I heard through YouTube videos that Sawyer is helping out, and so I reached out to him just to say, hey, listen, I know of a bunch of people in this area that need help, and I know people that are coming into my store that are headed up to North Carolina that also need help to filter water. Well, it didn't take long, and Sawyer Filter did send me, that's right, Sawyer Filter. Now, I've had some complaints about them and their filters in the past, but I have used them all through my backpacking career. And the one thing I got to say for Sawyer is they really step up to the plate when it comes to helping people filter their water at their cost. So, here's what I received. They sent me two of these 2-gallon, they're kind of like handle things. In each and every one of these is a filter and a gravity feed that they can use to go down, get water, filter it, and have drinking water at their disposal. So they sent me a couple of those. They also sent me 10 of these. They're Sawyer bucket filters, and in these they're an adapter kit. Let me get up, here we go. And in these, it's for a 5-gallon bucket, and they put in there the gravity feed. Every one of them has a filter. They have in there also a paddle drill bit in order to drill out the bucket, and it gives all the instructions on the back on how to do that. So basically, you fill a 5-gallon bucket full of water, you drill it out, you do the gravity feed. When you're done with it, you just slip it up under the handle. So I will do a video on all this coming up here soon, but I want to get these out to these people as fast as I can because I know they need them. And so I want to thank Sawyer for doing this, stepping up to the plate and sending these out to me. And I'm sure these are going to be really appreciated by the people out there that need clean drinking water. And I know this one group of people, they actually had a tree fall on their house, so they had to go to and live in it's kind of like a Boy Scout camp, but all they had was a pitcher pump. And on that pitcher pump, it said right on it that it was not potable water. So this or the other one will help out tremendously for them to at least get some clean drinking water and filter it out. So anyway, I am going to follow this up in a couple weeks with a new video. And until I see you then, thanks for following Walker's World, and I'll be right back. Bye-bye.
Well, anyway, there you go. I managed to give out 10 of those filters, some in the store and also to a couple folks that were in the store and heading up to North Carolina to bring supplies up there. They weren't in there for themselves. They were in there buying feed, they were buying bottles of water, they were buying all sorts of stuff, spending hundreds, and a couple of them spending thousands of dollars to bring up there to help people out. And you know, I threw in some water filters to see if they could use those, and they were greatly appreciated. And I'm sure they were greatly appreciated by everybody who's received any of the water filters from Sawyer. Sawyer did step up to the plate on this, and in the past, you know, I had minor issues with their filters, and so minor, so things that can't even talk about that. But I've been using Sawyer filters since day one, since I've been backpacking. I probably always will to some extent. And but what they've done for not just the communities of North Carolina, Tennessee, and South Carolina, the areas that were impacted by the hurricane, but they've been doing this work for a while all over the country, all over the world. So kudos to Sawyer filters. You're doing tremendous work. I ended up with 2 of these left over. Even after 3 weeks now, I'm finding out that people still do not have electricity. And the reason, you know, with the lack of electricity, these people have wells on electric pumps. So they're gathering water from streams, springs, lakes, even from their pitcher pumps, and it all needs to be filtered. So this is helping out, and I'm sure these people are very appreciative to Sawyer filters for doing this. And just a little part that I've been able to get this out makes me feel a little bit better. So anyway, guys, I will see you on the next video, and I hope everybody's doing well. And like I said, I got 2 more of these 5-gallon ones left over, but I'm sure that somebody else will need them. So take care, and I'll see you on the next video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.